HOODIA. The San live in that part of Africa, called the Kalahari Desert. Life there is hard, and nature can be harsh. There are somewhere between 45,000 and 100,000 of them living in countries like Zambia and Zimbabwe. They're not rich, and they don't live in expensive houses. There are no roads or schools, or hospitals near them. They don't have many material possessions, like cars or computers, things that people in the developed world can't do without. In fact, they have many problems, such as unemployment and poverty. On top of this, they also suffer from alcoholism, drinking to forget their problems. They're the San, a tribe of traditional hunter-gatherers, who used to travel in search of food for their families, instead of growing it, or keeping animals. They have a culture that is 20,000 years old, but their old way of life is disappearing fast, and has nearly gone forever. So yes, they're poor, and yes, their lifestyle is not attractive to outsiders, but they do have one thing that certain people in the developed world are very, very interested in, and want to have. And that may make them some money. It's called HOODIA. Many countries have basic common crops that people plant for food, such as rice or potatoes. Potatoes are grown in many European countries, as well as South America. They originated there, and rice is a staple food in Asia. But not all plants are grown just for food. Some of them can also be used as medicine. A few examples are garlic, which is said to help with colds, or high blood pressure, ginger to help with headaches or toothache, or the magnolia tree, which is used in Chinese traditional medicine to treat some forms of cancer and heart disease. HOODIA, a cactus-like plant, only grows in the area where the San live, and they know where to find it, and the best time to use it. They have known about it for centuries, and they understand how to use it, but they don't use it for food, and they don't use it to cure disease either. They use it to fight hunger. In the old days, when the San had to travel in search of food, they and their children sometimes had to go without food for several days. This was even longer in times of famine, or when the rains failed. They ate the HOODIA plant when they were starving to help them survive, until they found food, to stop their children from crying, and to give them the strength to continue their search. However, it didn't give them energy, like normal food would. Instead, the chemicals in the HOODIA plant killed the feeling of hunger, and stopped them wanting food. They didn't know exactly how it worked. The only thing they knew for certain was that it did work. Scientists have now discovered that the plant contains a substance, which they have called P57. This chemical makes the brain believe that the stomach is full, and that the body doesn't need food. That is why people in the developed world, especially those in pharmaceutical companies, are extremely interested in this very promising plant. Obesity in the developed world is a huge and growing problem, not only among adults, but increasingly among children. It has been estimated that up to 50% of people in the developed world are overweight, and 20% of these are obese. At the time of writing, for example, 30% of Chinese children were considered to be too heavy for their age. One cause of obesity is eating too much, too often, and another is eating the wrong kind of food. Our grandparents had the time to prepare simple yet nourishing meals, and they didn't have money to afford expensive food. They didn't eat as much meat or fatty foods as we do nowadays, and that's one reason why they were slimmer and healthier than their descendants. Today, we have less time to cook, and we have more money, so the easiest thing to do is to buy ready-made meals. They may be convenient and taste good, but they're often high in fat, salt, and sugar. Too much of these makes people unhealthy and fat. They need to lose weight, and that's where HOODIA comes in. It seems to be the perfect solution. People in the West want to lose weight, and HOODIA is ideal. Western companies pay for the right to use the secrets of the HOODIA plant. By selling these rights to the West, the San make money, and can then help themselves. Obese people lose weight, and the San people make a profit, so everyone is happy.